All right, what is the difference between microblading and microshading? Okay, so the microblading is a fine blade that is used to draw on the hair strokes individually. So it's made to mimic the actual hairs on your face, versus the microshading is a more filled in look that mimics powder or a brow pencil or brow makeup to give you a more defined look. The thing is, not everybody is compatible with microblading, and over time, the microblading can take a turn for the worse. We end up seeing a lot of microblading where the strokes blur out within 6 months or the color changes. So it's very important to understand that, yes, it sounds more natural, but over time, that may not be the case. Okay, so who is the best candidate for microshading? So if you have oily skin, more textured skin, or thicker skin, microshading would be best for you. If you have less porous skin, then you can get away with microblading. But a lot of times I see that it does not last as long, and you will have to keep coming back within, every 6 months or so to get it retouched up. The problem with touching up microblading over time is you're depositing more pigment into the skin, and what happens is it creates something called pigment migration, where the pigment goes into the skin and then it spreads underneath. And that's how we end up with blurry microblading or the color changing. Most people are concerned with what looks more natural, but the main focus needs to be what is most compatible with your skin type. That is how you're gonna determine the most desired outcome. Both of them look great if it's done correctly and you have the right technique done on the right skin type. I'm a microshading person because usually, no matter what your skin type is, you're gonna get great results if it's done correctly. With the microblading, it's a toss-up because it can change on you. So therefore, you have to be very careful when selecting your artists, and they need to be very aware and knowledgeable on different skin types and textures when they're deciding which method works best for you. Also, when you hear the term ombre just means going from light to dark. When you get your nails done and they ombre your nails, it's just a blend of, it's a transition between two colors where it's lighter on one end and darker towards the other. So that's the same thing with the brows. Ombre just means going from light to dark. Ombre can be used during microblading and microshading. So that's all ombre means. So if you have any questions about what technique works best for you, send us a DM and we will happily answer your question.